I really suck at this. This is like my 19th try here. Like my 19th try. Hello, BookTube. Usually I like to start these off with a quote, but I didn't find one I wanted to use. So we're just going to kind of get right into it. Today's story is The Rustlers, originally titled Along the Pecos, from the Zane Grey's Westerns, February 1953. I'm reading it in this awesome Elmore Leonard's Western Stories collection. If you would like your own copy, you can use my affiliate link down below to bookshop.org. If you use it to purchase this book or any book, you can also book next cost to yourself. I get a small commission. It's a great way to help support the channel. And if you like to support the channel in other ways, there's always liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and all that stuff. Really helps out the old helps me out on the old YouTubes. And if you want to skip around, there's timestamps down below. So if you don't want to hear my about section for the 900th time, you can just skip it. About Elmore Leonard. Born 1925, died 2013, began his career writing westerns in the 1950s, long before he became famous for crime fiction. His early short stories and novels stood out for their gritty realism, sharp dialogue, and morally complex characters, qualities that would later define his entire body of work. Among his most notable westerns are Hombre in 1961, Valdez is Coming in 1970, and Gunsights in 1979. He also wrote short stories like 310 to Yuma, which I believe is the next one in the book, and The Tall T, which were adapted into classic Hollywood films. Leonard's westerns broke away from romanticizing frontier myths, focusing instead on ordinary people caught in extraordinary conflicts, where the line between hero and outlaw was never clear. These works not only modernized the Western genre, but also laid the foundation for Leonard's later success in crime and suspense. His Westerns remain essential reading for anyone interested in how the genre evolved from pulp adventure to something leaner, sharper, and more human. About this book itself, print length is 546 pages, published on May 8th, 2007, and the publisher is William Morrow. It's a HarperCollins imprint. So that's the version I'm reading. And then let's just get into it. Like a brief synopsis of the story would be a group of men are hunting down a group of rustlers that stole, 100 head from them. And when they catch up to them, things don't really go as expected. Kind of it. I mean, it's 14 pages. How much should the synopsis be? My thoughts on the story was I was all in on this one. I was really enjoying it. It was kind of refreshing because most of his stories up to this point, if not all of them, have been kind of like cowboys versus Indians for the most part. And this was kind of the first one that kind of really got away from that, I think. Because I'm trying to remember. I don't remember any of the other ones not being like cowboys and Indians. I was really enjoying it, but there's a twist at the end. I'm not going to spoil it. I want you to go read this if you haven't read it, because I think overall the story is pretty good. I just didn't like how the ending was. But the twist at the end was it took all the excitement, it took all the energy out of it for me. I was in it. I thought it was great, and then the ending. I put it on par. This is not the ending. But I kind of put it on par where you get like a horror story or a thriller, and then you find out at the end that it was all just a dream. That sort of that. How like for me that just totally deflates anything that the story did up to that point, because to me then it's just like a lie. It's a fairy tale. Although yeah, it's fiction. I know it's a made up story, but it's like a made up story that's made up. I don't know. It just kind of feels like a kind of a cheap, dirty ending that's lazy and whatever. This kind of had that same feel for me. So overall, I think it was a good story. I wish it had ended differently. That's my only gripe. I think it's worth the read still, and I suggest that if you haven't, go check it out. Um, Other than that, I guess we'll keep this one short and sweet because I don't know what else to really say about it. Because it's kind of hard to really talk about this one without getting into spoiler territory. So, Let me know down below. Have you read this story? What did you think of it? What I get right? What I get wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Blah, blah, blah. Yakety smackety. Cheers, peeps.